Hello everybody, sorry about the screen, let me get that changed real quick. Alright, I think you guys should be able to hear me and see everything. Let me just double check that real quick. Yeah, I think everything looks good. Welcome! Today we are starting a new series. This one looking into Life is Strange. And kind of looking in and seeing how we tell stories in games. With our previous series, Subnautica, we looked at, how narrative experiences were crafted using open world games, whereas Life is Strange is very much a narrative experience. The narrative is front and foremost. It's the narrative is what you're here for. So, I'm excited to get back into this. Life is Strange is a series that means a lot to me as a creative. It played a big role in how the style of what kind of games and stories I like to tell. So with this series, we're going to be kind of going back and looking back through the game with the new Remastered edition that came out a little while ago. Additionally, playing this will be a great forerun or a great precursor, let's say. There's a new game in the series coming out this November or is it October? I think it might be October. I'm not certain. Sometime this fall that I would also like to play on stream. So I thought this would be a good prologue to that. Man, can I speak today? But yeah, I hope you all enjoy this, and this is a bit different from our Subnautica content, but I like to add a bit of variety with it, and just to show that we are going to be examining all sorts of games. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right in. Let's see here. Let me see. I've already started this once, but I'm trying to see if I can restart. Can I restart the entire game? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, yeah, we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and start up a new playthrough. Yeah, this is something you see with a lot of narrative experiences, the idea of player choice and consequences in the story. Branching narratives are a very popular thing in games. And we'll see a fair amount of that with Life is Strange. Let me know if the audio is alright. It's a little bit loud, I think, but we'll turn it down a little bit.
Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
Yeah, so here we're starting out this some kind of premonition, let's call it. It's a very striking way to open with the game. It sets the tone. Like this being our first introduction to Max, sets the tone for a character to come. And it's quite the set piece too. Like, It is immense, to say the least. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It really does give a sense of scale to the stakes of the story.
Whoa. That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I'm okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black
I
and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria.
Yeah, so
Why
we're
Arbus?
kind of popped in
Because
the
of her images of
immediate,
hopeless faces.
contrast
I feel like
between the
totally
previous
haunted
scene and
by the eyes
this
of those
one.
sad mothers and children.
It's interesting.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
Seriously, though, she saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh.
I should take a picture to prove I'm still here.
Seriously, though.
Plus, it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie quota.
And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too easy? Too obvious? I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
The dialogue
point
can
is that
feel a
the
bit
portraiture
strained at
has always
times.
been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long
Yeah.
as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Yeah, so we'll see this a lot with kind of, different dialogue options, which I mean, very clearly, this is the illusion of choice, right? Like, neither of these will most likely have any, lasting impact on the story. So we can probably expect a fair amount of stuff of this nature throughout the game, just by the nature of interactive narratives. Because, well, to kind of go into the coding aspect of it for a moment, there's only so much branching that you could do and still have, a cohesive story that doesn't completely go out into, all sorts of different directions with different variables. This is why you'll see, a lot bigger games that include narrative choice. They can take years upon years to make because of how strenuous it is on the developers to fully think out so many different branching narratives. So like a lot of games like this that, kind of want to have it both ways. They don't want development time to be eons, but they also don't want, or they want to have choice be a forefront in the narrative. They'll do kind of smaller things like this that, still give the players some sense of participation with the narrative without necessarily branching off and making it, impossible for the developers to know what will happen next.
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process to give portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process, brought out fine detail in people's
It is
faces,
kind of wild. Like,
making them
I
extremely
have never.
popular from the
So this is
1800s
meant to be a
on.
high school room.
The first
right?
American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by
This
Robert
feels
Owen
much more
Lewis.
like a college setting to me,
You can find
but
out all
I
about it
digress.
in your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
So yeah, I can go ahead and hop in with this. So yeah, a lot of this game will kind of be
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass.
you know, the two main sections of the gameplay for this type of game are going to be these kind of walking and exploring sections mixed in with those more cutscene type. So, you know, most of the time I'm going to be talking to you guys, it's going to be in these types of sections where we're given a little bit more leeway.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hi, Max.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
I hear that. Want to go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Thanks, but not today. I have to go over homework.
No worries. Let's hang later.
Sure.
Yeah. So we'll take our time and, you know, explore each area. I mean, no real rush, right? Also, I apologize if you can hear any bass thumping. It appears my neighbor has decided that this is the time to play some music.
I should have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
Oh boy. But yeah. So yeah, we can kind of explore around to our like and then head on out. Yeah.
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
The illusion of choice.
I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
You know, I like to think of myself as a creative person. You know, I make games, I talk about games, and I do view games as a medium of art. Jefferson is the archetypal art person that I just cannot see eye to eye with. Like, for me, you know, he says that she has a gift, right? Like, I'm not somebody who necessarily believes in any given, you know, talent or gift. I'm a very big proponent for doing what you enjoy and, you know, making do with what you have. And
Another
yeah.
daily fail in front of the world.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to. You always
Welcome to the real world.
Cute?
hot.
Then I might send you a special picture during class.
What's the point of even because Max wants everybody to see how good she is. She plays it so shy.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
I hate that because it's so fucking boring.
She's so fucking shy.
Now, one thing I didn't check.
For me.
Yeah, so
Now, who would bother to write that crap?
now we're starting to see a bit more of the, the world that's being built up. Everything with Rachel Amber.
I feel like the universe is taunting me everywhere I go today. It all started with that bizarro dream in class. Am I going crazy? Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have a gift. Fuck it.
Yeah, I really don't like the pressure it puts on the artist
When
to
the door
say
closes, a window
they have a
opens,
gift, right?
or
Like,
something like that.
it puts too much pressure to be perfect at all times
Hey, bro,
because
you
you
don't get a
are
photo
the
op like this every
chosen.
day.
I really don't like that notion. Now we've seen the hallmark of the interactive narrative, the butterfly effect.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this bitch.
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk-ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
I suppose I should,
Whoa. What the fuck?
put a...
How?
It's a
How
bit
can
late
that
now,
be? I was
but
in the bathroom.
as a trigger warning,
He
this game
shot
does
that
deal with
poor
some
girl.
heavy
I
topics.
held up my
Um,
hand.
I apologize, it
And then
is a little
I was
bit
back
late for me to
here.
be saying that.
What?
But yeah, so
already
just
heard
as a
that
note, this game does deal with heavy topics such as
From color.
Now Kate is being hassled again.
abuse,
And the
suicide,
This is real.
drug abuse, and so forth. There are
Can you
a
give me an example
number
of
of
Not believe this.
heavy topics dealt with in this game. So
If I'm crazy,
just for
I might
anybody
as
who
well
might
go
be
all the way.
sensitive to those topics,
can I
please be
actually
aware that
reverse
this
time?
stream may not be the best
Why
time for
artists?
you.
Because of her images of hopeless faces.
But yeah,
You feel like totally haunted
with
by...
well, I guess the game is telling me to interact with the mechanics now. But yeah, just like, you know, I always want this to be a safe space for viewers. So please know that, you know, this game does deal with heavy topics. But yeah, kind of moving forward. Now we get to interact with this game's main mechanic, which is the rewind time feature. As we just saw, we are back in the classroom after we woke up from our dream. Thank you, Max. I was just explaining that. And of course, since I was taking my time with explaining things.
I did
Now,
it.
Can you give
I
me an
actually
example
did
of
it.
a photographer who perfectly
I'm a
captured the
human
human
time
condition in black
machine.
and white? Anybody? Bueller?
Max, don't freak out. Not yet.
There you go, Victoria.
So let's go ahead and try and do things a
Because
little
of her
bit
images of
differently this
hopeless
time
faces.
When I took
around.
my selfie, Jefferson asked me a question.
Sad mothers and children.
If he does again,
I
I'll
believe
notice
Max
this
is
for
what
real.
you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not
Of
dreaming
course,
this.
as you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the early 1800s. Your generation
So I
was one of
can
the
go
first
back
to
in
use
time.
images for selfie expression.
What if that girl isn't dead yet?
I couldn't resist. The point
Can I
remains
save
that
her?
the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for
I
as
need to go to the bathroom
long as it's
quickly
been
and check it out.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I'm sorry. I feel sick. May I be excused?
Nice try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody
Oh,
here
shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I
who
need time to
created
save that
daguerreotypes,
girl.
a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
What if I rewind again?
Daguerrean process
And give him the right
brought out
answer.
fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely...
This kind of idea of, you know, I don't know. Time is one of those things narratively that's very interesting because, you know, this kind of idea of just going back and changing one small thing. Let's see, is that far enough? No, we have to keep on going. Alright. But yeah.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
So yeah, now we have the new option of the Daguerrean process. So let's see how that changes things.
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max. The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn
Yeah.
more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapter.
If anybody else
can
looked
look
at
about
this,
our journal.
what would they think?
We have a bit of, you know, the portraits for each of our main characters, let's call them. But yeah.
Chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Alright, we're gonna take a break real quick. Need to need to change a couple of settings. Just to make sure that I've got everything where I need it to be. Display. Let's see here. As So I want to be able to see chat, and with my current setup I was not able to. So let's make sure I've got all that ready. Then I also want to see, is there, does not seem like there is a streamer mode. That might be something I look into between streams. Depending on if I get any copyright claims on the streams or not. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, let's flip you guys back over and readjust the screen. Let's see here. Oh boy. Sorry about doing this all live. This is something I should have done prior to the start of stream, but live and you learn. Alright, that should be good. Sorry about that. Alright, let's hop back into the game. Alright.
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
So we're seeing the full repeat of what's happened prior.
I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm not avoiding, just...
Biding time? Waiting for the elusive right moment?
Exactly.
Max, don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
I will say, I do agree with that
Don't let me
quote.
stop you.
I do think that is important to, you know, do things while you have the opportunity.
Submitting your photo for the competition
So let's
everybody
use our
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson.
use our
can I
time
talk to
powers
you
a
for
little
moment?
bit.
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm on top of it. I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good. Make sure you finish working on it by today. I have faith in you.
I'm gonna try not to play Teacher's Pet too much because, man, it just, I don't particularly like it. It feels
To get to the bathroom.
very forced in the best of circumstances. Yeah, you can go ahead and move about.
Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my face. I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.
Leave them out of this bitch.
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where did you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing
Ever
down!
Tell me what to do.
Wowzer, it's happening again.
I need a hammer to break it open. You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
Holy shit, I can't let this happen.
Oh,
Nobody
sorry for the flash. I don't know why it went back so fast.
Get away from me, psycho!
Alright.
ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me. No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Another shitty day.
Yeah, I
That
think
did not happen.
that
This isn't real.
that could be
I
a
just
bit
saw her
more
get shot
encapsulated,
and
but
then saved her. What the fuck is going on? Do not freak out.
Hey,
Do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
Excuse for what?
For whatever you're up to. Your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, Missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
I have never seen somebody
The situation is under control.
so aggressive over something so
Leave Miss
small.
Caulfield alone, and please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
Yeah. We'll see a number of characters who, this being the first game in the franchise, I feel like there is a fair amount of, like, overuse of stereotypes. Let's see if we can go ahead and get out of here so that we don't have to listen to that alarm anymore, especially while I talk about dialogue. Oh, there we go. Lovely. And we can take a second to speak to
You look a little
the
stressed
principal.
out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or have you done something wrong? Is that it? Well, Max, talk to me.
So this is, when you get this kind of screen flare effect, this is the game telling you this is a big decision. For now, it's, it's one of those weird situations where, like, theoretically you want to tell an authority figure about what you've just seen, but it's very clear in this moment that he comes across a bit more aggressive than you really think he should be. So we'll go for hiding the truth for now.
I just got sick in class. Female trouble.
Except you're wandering around like a zombie. And do you think that's the first time a student has used that line on me?
It's the truth. I felt dizzy in Mr. Jefferson's class.
Just tell me what you're hiding. You can trust me.
There's nothing to hide. I got sick. It happens,
There's that teen toot again. I've heard enough. Don't think I don't know what goes on around here. You've only been here for 3 weeks, and you're already causing conflict. I don't think your parents will approve when they find out. Now get outside with class. Please.
Yeah. This is,
He does not buy that at all. I may have just flushed my scholarship down the toilet.
yeah, that's not what you should be
Yes, I
worried about in
could
this
rewind and actually
situation.
tell the truth.
Like, no, I'm not going to rewind there because, it's one of those situations where, that the principal did not handle that well. Like, he was coming across very accusatory, which, even if somebody did something wrong, you shouldn't, take that kind of stance with somebody, especially, if you're wanting them to cooperate with you. Like, that's only going to make them defensive and, not cooperate. So, that's bad. But yeah, kind of going back to dialogue. This game, it uses some very tried concepts. I think this game first came out around, I want to say, like 2014 or so, in early 2010s. So there has been a lot of development in terms of storytelling and how female main characters are portrayed. I feel like Life is Strange is one of the pioneers which in video games with a female protagonist. I think this was even discussed in a couple of articles around the game. It's like it was a hard sell to a lot of people because it did have a female protagonist. So there are some tried tropes that, in 2024 we may look at them and go, oh, how did this ever pass? But, we have to remember and think back to when this was made and then analyze it with our modern understanding of narratives and what narratives can be within video games. So I think, that's a lot about what this series is about, is, seeing how well some things have aged and how some things have aged poorly.
Rachel Amber. She looks so hopeful and pretty. I wonder what happened to her.
So yeah, this is one of the main mysteries of the game, is what happened to Rachel Amber, the face on the milk carton. Yeah, you can go ahead and take a minute, explore around, talk to some people.
Hey, Hayden.
There she is, the retro selfie master.
That's me, all right. You look relaxed as usual, Hayden.
It's a skill one cultivates at Blackwell, especially when one represents the Vortex Club. Not to boast.
What the hell is the Vortex Club anyway? It seems so elitist.
Only if you're not cool enough to get in. And it doesn't hurt your resume.
If you say so.
I do. But you should actually come hang with us one night, then you wouldn't be so inclined to gossip.
You mean hang with the Vortex Club? That sounds like a setup to a horrible prank.
Chillax, paranoia girl. We're not that desperate for fun. We know how to do that on our own.
It seems weird to think about partying with all those Rachel Amber posters up.
You're high. Rachel used to hang out with us too. She was a blast. Smart, not bitchy like, you know.
Do you really want Nathan Prescott to represent?
Oh, please. Nathan is like everybody's voodoo doll. Kill the rich kid. He's alright and a fun guy to hang with. Fuck the haters.
He seems genuinely unstable to me.
Nate has his extreme moments, but don't we all?
I don't know yet, Hayden.
So, the reason why I kind of let out a little gas there, I am playing on a Pro Controller, the Nintendo Pro Controller, so like, the buttons aren't mapped in the correct spots. Like, the icons are still correct, but they're in different positions. So I didn't mean to click Nathan there. I meant to click Let's Talk Later.
Let's talk later, Hayden.
Hi, Max.
But brain off, I was just going,
I have to
alright.
get my chemical on and study. We should get you and Dana out one night.
Yeah. Go around, meet all of our classmates.
Hi, Brooke.
Let me guess. You want to fly my drone?
I'd love to. I love planes and balloons and...
This is neither. Do you know what a drone really is?
a weapon, right?
You read too many conspiracy sites. This might be too complicated for you. Funny. Warren said you were smart. Please, step back.
Everybody is so aggressive. It is very funny, like, you know, coming into this game, and I don't know, subtlety is not a strong suit with this dialogue. Everything is very on the nose. I've just remembered that these kind of reflection moments usually have copyrighted music, so we'll see how long this lasts.
And none of it makes any sense. These visions, this power. I keep expecting to wake up one more time. But if this is a dream, then I'm not asleep. Which means somehow I did rewind time. So there has to be a reason. And I have to find out why.
Okay. Maybe that's more of a thing of the later games. But yeah, we can try and take those little moments of reflection whenever they may come.
I better read Warren's text before he blows my phone up.
Yeah. That's fine. Wow, the game really did do that for me. I didn't press the button. Alright, let's go through and read these. Alright. Hi Max, can you get my flash drive? I need some info and space. and then within the same minute types hello. You'll see this going on throughout the game. I am not Warren's biggest fan. The kind of he very much represents the nice guy, very clingy archetype, and it's distilled to such a degree that makes me uncomfortable. So yeah, you won't hear many positive things about Warren from me during this playthrough. Alright, there we go. Sorry running late, insane day. I'll meet you in the lot looking cool. You'll see my camera will be ready to see you shortly. I hope so. Like, what does that mean? I hope so? Like, alright. Yeah, Warren is an odd guy.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
Well, that's alright. Well, sorry to disappoint Warren, but I still would like to go around and talk with people.
Yo, Justin.
Check out the Max. Come to thrash?
Oh yeah? Bring it.
What's your first move gonna be?
Jump?
You're such a poser. If you can't even name a simple nose slide or a tray flip, you should walk on.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be a lot of situations like that where you learn the answer to the question in the conversation. I don't know, like, so going through the story, one of the major themes, like with Max's story, is what does it mean to be genuine? Because of course, like, in that moment he called her a poser, for not knowing, any skating tricks and, trying to pose as if she were a skater. But by going back in time and, using the information that we've gained, she would be cementing the fact that she is a poser. And the only reason that she knows this is because of this, supernatural power. And I think that's one of the big things with Max's journey is, like, what does it mean to be genuine? And, that's kind of encapsulated as well with her, the selfie, right? Because the selfie is meant to be this, pristine image of the self. You take it in your best moments, only the finest of framings. Whereas, Max has that down. She can be she can pose very well, but it's more so that genuine connecting with people that she really struggles with. And that's going to be a lot of her, development story as a character. Yeah, I can talk to Stella here.
Hey there, Stella.
Hey, I know you. You're the new quiet girl in Jefferson's class. Isn't he incredible?
I mean, if we're going off of my opinion, I don't particularly like him. But, role-playing as Max a little bit, yeah, let's call him aloof.
He seems like he's always above you. Not like a snob, but like you don't know what's in his head.
Maybe. Mr. Jefferson just has his own style. If Victoria wasn't all over him, I would definitely make a move.
That is so weird.
No way. You can get him so busted. And he's not going to mess around with a student.
That's what you think.
Now, how do you know this?
You have a lot to learn here at Blackwell. Rachel Amber absolutely had sex with him. Well, I heard that from a good source.
So, you knew Rachel?
Not really. I saw her hanging with the other cool kids like Victoria. Not my kind of clique. But I heard insane stories about Rachel.
Yeah, and, again, so, like, yeah. One of the big themes around Life is Strange is what does it mean to be genuine? We hear these rumors about Rachel. What is the genuine, the real Rachel? Yeah, well, so we'll just have to kind of wait and see a little bit.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Excuse me, Max. I know everybody loves being asked to sign a petition, but would you do Miss Grant a favor and hear me out?
Sure, I always have time for you. What's the petition?
David Madsen, our chief of security, wants to put surveillance cameras all around the campus. Halls, classrooms, gym, dorm rooms, etc. Blackwell Academy should be a high school, not a high-security penitentiary.
This is something that we've seen, at least in the United States, where I'm from. This is a conversation that we see a lot. For instance, my high school now, I went back a couple of years ago. Every door is locked, and you have to be buzzed in by a secretary just to get in. It's become so high security that, you know, the students are more or less prisoners in their own education. And it's... I agree here. It's very much insane.
That's crazy. I get why school should be on high alert these days, but cameras in the dorm rooms...
It's a slippery slope, and it's up to you and your classmates to stand up here. Blackwell Academy has a noble heritage, from the Native Americans who founded this land to the pioneers who shared it in peace, not fear and violence.
Well, let's just say you know a lot. That feels like very middle of the road.
You know a lot about Blackwell for being the science teacher.
Science is history, Max. And I have a secret wish to teach local lore and legends. There's a lot of unique facts about this you might really enjoy discovering. Now, before I assign you homework with this lecture, will you please sign the petition to keep our campus from going back to 1984?
Very fun little reference there. Yeah, let's sign it. Why not?
Absolutely. I don't mind security, but not pure surveillance.
I knew you were my favorite new student at Blackwell for a good reason.
Yeah. I like her. She, like, see, this is more my style of teacher. Somebody who genuinely wants to engage with the students on their level. Whereas, you know, before, you know, what was his name? Jefferson. Jefferson, you know, as Max said, he's aloof. He's, you know, he's looking down at you from a place of experience, saying this is how you should do things, not necessarily trying to guide somebody with how they, you know, because every person is going to be different. So you can't just say this is the one way to do things.
Posters over posters? Somebody really wants to find Rachel Amber. I would so be there if a Sasquatch actually did battle a Razorback.
Yeah. See, I think we've more or less talked to everybody. Yeah, we can go ahead and head out and find Warren. See, I think the parking lot is over this way, though I'm not entirely sure. Might have to wander about a little bit. Yep, there we go. Nice little sign. Let's see what Max has to comment on it.
Now I have to go back to the dorm. This day never ends.
Okay, we have to go to the dorm first. Is this the way to the dorm? I don't know. Let's
Warren's
find out.
waiting for me and his flash drive in the parking lot, so I better get back to my dorm.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, the game has little sections like this where, you know, you have this little area to explore, you can talk to people, but, you know, you don't have necessarily freedom.
That's so cool that Blackwell is doing a show of Mr. Jefferson's work.
Yeah. Yeah, you can head over to the dorms, see what state. You know, I went to a public school, so I live in high school. It's a very foreign thing to me. It's one of the reasons why this feels much more like a college to me than a high school. So yeah, we have our next little area to explore.
I need to go to my room and return Warren's flash drive.
Let's chat with everybody.
No, bro. You can't take a picture. You gotta wait till Friday's game.
Okay.
Oh. Hi, Max.
What are you reading?
Love today or die forever. Don't even say anything.
It's a bestseller. What to say?
Good point. Now if you'll excuse me.
Interesting. That's a lot of scaffolding. I'm not sure I would feel comfortable sitting under that.
Oh look, it's Max Caulfield, the selfie hoe of Blackwell. What a lame gimmick. Even Mark, Mr. Jefferson, falls for your wave hipster bullshit. The Daguerrean process, sir. You could barely even say that. I guess you got your meds filled. Since you know all the answers, I guess you have to find another way into the dorm. We ain't moving. Oh wait, hold that pose. So original. Don't worry, Max. I'll put a vintage filter on it right before I post it all over social medias. Now, why don't you go fuck your selfie?
Oh yes, Victoria. I'll get your bony ass out of my way.
Oh no. Love the trope of the high school bully. It's so original, so yeah. It's not overdone at all. Let's go in here. Let's see here. So we have to find a way.
What the hell? Are you kidding? Look at this. Chill, Victoria. It's just water. Yeah, water on my cashmere. Do you know how much this fucking outfit costs? You look great. I can't even chill on the steps.
Alright, is that enough to get her to move? Maybe. We'll see. Let's come talk to Kate. Can I? I guess not. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get inside, if that was enough. You know, since you guys aren't sitting, maybe you'll be okay with me.
None shall pass. Capiche?
Alright, fine. I have to play the game's puzzle. Even... See, I know the solution to the puzzle, but, you know, it's just... The solution is a bit cruel. I don't quite like it, but, you know, we'll still go through with it either way. I don't quite... Oh.
There's only one way around this.
Yeah? Interesting, so... Alright, so I think what the game... Alright. Nope. Alright, thank you, game. I wasn't trying to go any further.
I don't want to mess with that ladder and hurt poor Samuel. I just want to get Victoria the hell out of the way.
So I think we have to... Yeah, we have to tamper with the bucket. And then we have to get her to stand up with the water
let's see
pump.
if this works.
I don't particularly like this plan because, you know, it does put Victoria at bodily risk.
Look at this. Victoria, it's just water. Yeah, water on my cashmere. Do you know how much this fucking outfit costs? You look
And despite
great.
how
Can't
mean
even
somebody can be,
chill
I
on the
don't
steps.
think that you should bring them physical harm. Especially in this situation, like, you know, there are other methods of, getting by her, but because this is a game, and the game is like, this is the solution to the puzzle.
No way! No fucking
You
way!
okay, Victoria?
Oh, Samuel is sorry. Wet paint is not good for hair, no? Sorry.
Get the hell away from me, weirdo!
Hold on. We'll get some towels. We'll be right back.
So move your ass before I drive.
It worked. Don't mess with Max, bitches.
Yeah, I don't, like, again, it's a very cruel solution. Like, there were much easier ways.
Hey, Victoria.
What do you want, Max?
And now we're given the option of comforting or making fun of her. Like, this is one of, like, it's disingenuous both ways, right? Because we are the cause of this. Like, Victoria doesn't know that, you know, in her perspective, this is just, you know, bad luck. But we as the players and as Max know that this is directly our fault. So I'm going to choose comfort here because I think it's the better option for Max's character. But it's still incredibly disingenuous because, you know, we are actively causing the situation and then trying to sympathize with her for it. Like, it's, you know, it's punching somebody and then going away 5 minutes, coming back and saying, oh man, that must have hurt. Whoever punched you was a real jerk. Like, you know, it's very disingenuous.
I am sorry. That's an awesome cashmere coat.
It was. But there'll be another.
Well, you always seem to know how to pick the right outfits.
I do have some talent. Mr. Jefferson told me.
I've seen your pictures. You have a great eye. Richard Avedon-esque.
He's one of my heroes. Thanks, Max. I hope those sluts get me a towel before they hang a sign on me.
Yeah. Like,
You deserve a better shot. Sorry about blocking you and the go fuck your selfie.
That was mean, but pretty funny.
Just one of those days, you know?
I know exactly what you mean, Victoria. I'll see you later.
Au revoir.
yeah, like, Victoria isn't...
Victoria probably played me. I should have played her. Better get to my room before I find Warren.
This is something that, if you've heard of the channel Film, or was it Film Therapist? Something along those lines. Let me look it up because I want to give this quote justice. The quote being, hurt people hurt people. Which is, you know, kind of obvious at first, but when you think about it, you know, most people who lash out cinema therapy, big fan of their channel. But yeah, one of the things they say along those lines is hurt people hurt people. I think that this is a very, you know, apropos look at Victoria's character. Because, you know, she lashes out towards others, but, like, it feels like it's mostly from a place of, you know, self-hate or a feeling of inadequacy. So, like...
Victoria is going to be pissed we took so long.
You know, I don't think the solution to somebody attacking you is to attack them back. That's what I'm going to try and, like, steer Max's character towards, is to, you know, act a bit more compassionately. Because, you know, at the start here, despite, you know, being the quote-unquote hero of the story, she saved a person from getting shot using this power. You know, she is still very much the egoist of, you know, this is my story. So, yeah, we can explore about a little bit in this area. Be alert on campus. Observe the following. Alright, I usually don't bring up the text, but, like, this one is hard to read. Observe the following tips for your safety. Always be aware of your location. Always let a friend know where you are or where you are going. Always report any incident immediately to campus authorities. This is something that, like, kind of bothers me. Just about the general state of security in the United States. Like, the fact that young people have to be so hyper vigilant against any potential, threat to their safety, especially like on a school campus, is just absurd to me. Like, the fact that we live in, alright, again, like, this is the kind of thing that, like, we can try and be compassionate. When you can, just try and be compassionate. But yeah, you can go around and explore a little bit.
Oh, Victoria, give me a fucking break.
And you see that as the exact opposite of compassion. Like, while this may appear, very surface level, you're just giving voice to things, like, you don't know what is going through her head, and, well, it may seem, hypocritical from your perspective. You don't know her perspective, so, like, you shouldn't, like, outright just reject somebody's view.
But what's this poster really trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Warren should be all over Brooke. They're perfect for each other.
Isn't that the thing with love triangles, though? Well, it's not quite a love triangle. That would mean Max is going for Brooke as well, but yeah.
Nice atmospheric shot. Needs dusting.
Every photography reference will almost certainly go over my head, though. I'm not terribly in the know when it comes to the photography lingo used in the game.
How sad. I didn't write anything. I have nothing to say.
Yeah, let's draw something. Very middle of the road.
Home sweet home. My favorite cocoon.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's give it a little bit of water.
You are thirsty. I'm the worst baby mama. Drink up.
The fact that we get this action will have consequences just for watering a plant. It's like, it is kind of funny how, like, often they use
One day I'll
that.
organize my film collection. One day I'll get an actual HD TV.
Oh boy. But yeah.
I am so addicted to this site. Look at these vintage beauties.
Yeah, I have a friend who's very much into photography. I'm sure he could tell me a lot about this
Warren
kind of
makes me
stuff,
laugh.
but
It's nice to feel like I already made a real friend here.
yeah. Look through all of this.
Philip Lorca de Corsia, my man. I don't think I could take my camera to those places. Look at that shot. I love Julia Cameron's Victorian vibe. Talk about analog cameras. Ah, Dolly, what a fantastic eye. He could truly freeze time.
See, like this all goes right over my head. No clue what any of that just meant. But hey, I'm sure the photography people will, say this is how could you not know
I let them
this?
take of me at the Space Needle. That was a good hockey game and a great fight. Man, Kristen and Fernando were so drunk hanging on the Fremont Troll.
Yeah.
Cartier-Bresson, Thoreau, Hamilton, the greatest.
I'm not going to play the music because, as I've said, I don't want to get copyright struck.
Max and Chloe, best friends forever. Who even says that anymore? I'm going to have to call Chloe eventually and find out what she'll say. The longer I wait, the worse it'll be. Idiot.
Yeah, so we finally get our first introduction to Chloe, Max's childhood friend.
So cheesy, but it makes me smile thinking of the day Mom and I sewed that together.
Oh, that's sweet.
Ahoy, Captain. At least I know you've got my back. When I swallowed your eye and my parents rushed me to the ER, I knew we were bonded forever.
And we got the photographs.
The Max Caulfield Photo Memorial Wall.
Yeah, I do like how the room is decorated. My room isn't decorated nearly as well. I am very much the minimalist style, but the type of minimalist, can I say the word, that people would look at and go, that's not minimalism, you're just lazy. Which, I can't deny. I don't live in, bare surroundings, but I could definitely stand to, decorate a little bit more.
Would Man Ray call them selfie portraits?
I can't even... Alright, sure, let's open the drawer that I can't see.
Hard to believe I'm 18 now. I'm lucky my parents enabled my photo habit into adulthood.
Yeah, so we get to see a little bit more about Max. I think this... Yeah, you can...
It's not exactly pretty and pink, but
okay.
No shits are given. I like my wardrobe.
Okay, so, no, I thought... So, in some of the later games, and maybe we'll get to see it a little bit in this one, too, you can change the clothes that, the protagonist is wearing. I thought maybe that's where that was, but maybe not.
Instant film is so damn hard to find and expensive now.
Yeah.
But I can't help it. I'm analog, not digital.
Fair enough. Alright, let's see if we can find that thumb drive. I don't know where it is.
Looks like Dana left me a little post-it note. Great. Now I have to go get the flash drive from Dana's room.
Asked and answered. That's fine.
You can't get out now, Dana, so tell me the truth or rot in there.
Welcome to the real drama queens of Blackwell.
See, you're not approaching the situation with an open mind. You're coming in with, your situation. In this situation, Max has already decided her position before even hearing anybody out.
Oh yes, Max. I've locked Dana in the room because we're cool.
Don't let me out, I will scream.
What did she do?
What didn't she do? Dana's been sexting with my boyfriend.
Ouch. How did you find out?
Why do you care? Why are you even asking me? You never talk, just zone out with your camera.
That's why I'm talking to you now.
What's my last name?
So this is another one of those moments where, us as the player have no idea because we've not been given this information. But theoretically, Max should know this. I'm going to say Patson, but I don't remember if that's true or not.
Juliet Patson.
That was truly sad. Thanks for your concern, Max Caulfield. By the way, Juliet Watson.
So yeah, I am very much wrong here. And this is kind of going into what we were talking about earlier with Max's problem with being genuine. I have to use the rewind power here because, you know, this is how we progress the story. But, you know...
Hey, Juliet.
Of the two of them, Max is the one in the wrong.
I locked Dana in the room because we're cool.
What did she do?
What didn't she do? Dana's been sexting with my boyfriend.
Ouch.
I'm not just gonna go the
why do you care?
just calling her last name route because it's a bit too corny for my tastes.
That's why I'm talking to you now.
What's my last name?
So yeah, we do know that it's Juliet Watson.
Juliet Watson. Duh.
I'm flattered. I didn't even think you knew my name at all.
Of course I do. Just because I don't talk a lot doesn't mean I don't care.
Which is actively false, as we've just learned.
According to Victoria, Dana would do anything to date a quarterback.
According to Victoria? Huh.
She saw the sext, and Zachary won't answer his phone. Once Dana admits it, she can go. Straight to hell.
Max, I swear I didn't do anything. But I bet Victoria did. I know the proof is in her room.
Alright, so what the game is asking us to do here is, you know, invade Victoria's personal space, which is not by any means good. But it's what we have to do, so... It's a bad situation with bad situations. Like, we should not be invading her space. Yeah, let's just find what we need to find and leave.
Boom. This is the email I need to show Juliet. Now I have to print this fast and get the hell out of here.
Alright. Yeah. I don't want to really... Yeah. Don't want to stick around in here because... Wait, how do I print it, though? That is the question. Alright, print email. There we go. We don't want to invade people's privacy. Like... One bad thing, or one bad action does not deserve another.
This better convince Juliet that Dana is innocent.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and leave because that makes me uncomfortable. Oh boy. Also, what's with the toilet paper? Why is it so filthy
Looks
in here?
like nobody won this TP war. There's nothing left but ghosts.
Juliet, read this.
Of course. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry, Dana.
You are. And I hope so. You really think I'd mess around with Zachary?
No, but I get stupid jealous. I owe you dinner. Still love me?
And you do my laundry.
Thanks, Max. You're like the Blackwell Ninja. Now let's see what Zach has to say about Victoria.
You set me free. Thank you. Warren's flash drive is on my desk.
Yeah, like, that's gonna be our goal for
Almost done. Get the flash
Max's
drive,
journey,
and
is
then I'll
to
go see
try
them.
and be more genuine. Go ahead and
Hey,
speak.
Dana. Seriously, thanks again. I can't believe Juliet locked me in my own room. Real mature.
Poor Juliet gets her rage on. I hope she doesn't kill Victoria.
Zachary should worry too. As if I'd let that ego-cased jockstrap touch me. But I bet Victoria would be all over that action. Or has been. Max, you're smart to be a loner here. Though Warren obviously likes hanging with you.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. When you opened the flash drive, didn't you see the special folder called Max?
Yeah, okay. I gotcha.
Are you blushing? Go ahead and grab the flash drive whenever.
Yeah.
Must protect my precious so Max never has to chase it down again.
Yeah, let's look and see what's on the flash drive.
I better make sure everything is still in there. I think Warren forgot to hide the Party Buster folder. Not that I would open it no matter how tempting. I have my self-respect.
Lovely. I don't know. It's very odd to me, like giving somebody a flash drive, like, to watch movies, sure, but like a personal flash drive with like your homework and stuff on it, that just, it's odd.
Juliet, extreme reporter. As if. Is this a Vortex Club or a Victoria Club initiation? Truly pathetic.
Yeah, I don't... There's a lot with this game where I'm just like, I don't really understand. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave. Go check out what happens next.
Fuck this shit.
Ow! That hurt.
Damn, I better rewind.
Yeah, we'll rewind here because no use in having Alyssa here get hurt without needing to.
Alyssa, move your head.
If you insist, Max.
Now that's what I'm talking about. I actually helped somebody.
Yeah, and that's gonna be our goal, is like to try and help people. Because so far, besides the mandatory, preventing somebody from getting shot, which feels like a pretty obvious thing to do, we've mostly used this power for our own self-interest, which, it's not the best look. No, wrong button. Okay, this is a very odd text to get. It's because we consoled her over the thing that we did to her. But, sure. Alright, we have a text from Ron. Let's go ahead and read that. Hi honey, your principal sent me an email saying that he is concerned about your attitude and behavior and that you aren't fitting well and hiding in your dorm. I know it's hard to be away from home, even if you are all grown up now, but you are there to change the world with your camera, so please call me soon. We miss you. So yeah, we're seeing the consequences of us hiding the truth from the principal, which, again, if you want to I've had a fair number of experiences with people in education. In my opinion, trying to, if you see somebody in, Max's situation that's stressed out, very nervous, he starts with opening and saying, you can talk to me, you don't need to worry about it. And then immediately goes back onto that and says, unless you are hiding something, accusing her. That is the number one way to shut down any potential conversation. Because you say that, and that immediately signals that you can't trust them, because, this is very clearly a facade. They're saying, oh, don't worry, you can talk to me. Except if you're doing something bad, and in which case there will be very strict consequences. So, it's that kind of thing where it's just if you want to gain somebody's trust, your outlook shouldn't be, okay, I am doing this purely, I'm going to help you as long as what you are doing is viewed as good from my perspective, or if you are innocent from my perspective. As an educator, that is a terrible stance to take. Alright, let's see what Warren has texted us. Alright, so he's complaining that he's sitting in the parking lot. So let's see here. He's been sitting in the parking lot for half an hour or so. Okay, sure, fine. Just be patient, my dude.
The Prescott dormitory? Good lord, Nathan's family owns my dorm?
Apparently so. Yeah. Let's head up to the parking lot.
So don't think I'm blind. I see everything here at Blackwell. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, and leave me alone.
This is such... The dichotomy between these two choices is insane. Like, you see somebody getting, harassed. Your options are intervene or take a photo. We're going to intervene because, again, we're trying to push Max to be more compassionate. But, man, that's just kind of messed up to try and take a photo of this situation.
Hey, why don't you leave her alone?
Excuse us, this is official campus business.
Excuse me, you shouldn't be yelling at students or bullying them.
Hey, nobody is bullying anybody. I'm doing my job.
No, you're not.
You're part of the problem, Missy. I will remember this conversation.
Oh, Max, that was great. I think you scared him for once. I have to go, but thank you. It means a lot.
Anytime, Kate.
Yeah, so we want to stand up for Kate because she's been going through a tough
I felt like an everyday
time.
hero helping Kate, but now Officer David Dickhead is after me. Maybe I should rewind and mind my own business?
No. If you see somebody, getting abused, verbally or otherwise, your action should not just be stand by the wayside. Like, no. She is your friend. You must stick together. Oh, boy. It is very funny that this whole time that we've been out, everybody in the courtyard is still in their exact same positions and animations.
I'm glad I stepped in that time. Can't stand to see people being bullied.
Yeah.
At least Rachel Amber has people who care about her.
Alright, let's go talk to Warren. Trying to see how tall they are compared to each other. I think they're about the same height.
What up, Max? How are you?
Here's your flash. Thanks.
No problem.
What a way to introduce a character.
Check out my new wheels.
Cool. Very old school.
1978 to be exact. Now we can go to the drive-in. There's one in Newburgh just 60 miles away.
That's a long way.
But then, so am I.
You okay?
It's been one strange fucking day.
I bet. I heard Victoria got a face full of paint. I'd pay money to see a photo of that.
Yeah, no. Again, that... not a good moment. Like, we don't want to encourage this behavior.
I don't want to talk about it.
Jeez, you're a little missensitive today.
I wouldn't push your luck, Warren. Not in the mood today.
So, did you get a chance to check out the movie booty on my flash drive?
Warren's character just baffles me. Everything he's said so far has just, like... If you've not seen this game before, and this is your first introduction to Warren, I hope you can understand why I have an immense distaste for him.
Yeah, thanks. You had some cool shit on there, from Akira to Twilight Zone, which seems apropos today.
I consider myself a pop cultural pirate connoisseur.
That does sound better than thief.
Ha ha. Make sure you watch Cannibal Holocaust.
See, I'm not much of a movie person either, so these references also go over my head. I don't know. Let's see here. 50-50. I don't really know one way or the other. We'll just say seen it, because that feels neutral.
Seen it? I was more disturbed by all those emo vampire movies in there.
Can a sensitive high school boy love sensitive vampires too?
So you're sensitive.
Ouch, that sounds awful the way you say it.
How so?
Sensitive usually means won't be having sex with you.
Oh god. You need a sensitive woman to kick your ass.
I thoroughly
Well,
agree
lucky.
with her.
Speaking of hip and fast, we should cruise out in my car to an actual movie this week. But you seem distracted.
Warren's okay again. I just do not like Warren's character, but I won't harp on about it more and more.
I don't want to speak about it. This is kind of a crazy day for me. I mean, I literally think I'm going crazy.
I may be a pest, but I'm a good listener.
For reals, Warren, this is between you and me, not social media.
Don't insult me. Max, go on.
I had this incredibly bizarro experience in Mr. Jefferson's class today. I mean, life-changing. Have you ever had a dream so real it was like a movie?
Max Caulfield, right? You're one of the Jefferson's photo groupies?
I'm one of his students.
What the fuck ever? I know you like to take pictures, especially when you're hiding out in the bathrooms. You best tell me what you saw. Now. Answer me, bitch.
That sounds a lot more accusatory than it really is.
Nothing but a butterfly.
You're full of shit. I'd respect you more if you told me the truth.
I don't need your respect.
You're clueless. You have no idea who I am or what I can do.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea of who you are.
Do not analyze me. I pay people for that. Worry about yourself, Max Caulfield.
Take a step back, Nathan Prescott.
Oh man, you're telling me what to do?
Get away from her, dude!
Hey, leave him alone.
Nobody tells me what to do. Not my parents, not the principal,
Stop that
or that whore in the
right now.
bathroom.
Max? Chloe?
No way. You again.
Go! Go! I got this!
Get in, Max!
Get your punk asses out there now! Don't even try to run. Nobody. Nobody!
That is intense.
Man, Nathan Prescott is messed up and dangerous. This day never ends.
Oh, and thanks, Chloe. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield. Don't give me the guilty face. At least pretend you're glad to see me.
I am seriously glad to see you. Oh, and thanks, Chloe. It makes perfect sense I'd see you today.
Yes, it's been that kind of day. So what did that freak want with you?
Hopefully nothing after today. So, how do you know Nathan?
He's just another Arcadia asshole. Your friend really took a beat down for you.
Warren? Yeah, I owe him big time.
You're not the only one in debt. And you're already causing trouble.
I thought it would be quiet here. Feels so weird to be back.
So I guess Seattle sucked hard?
No, it felt like a real city for artists. Big and bright. Great for taking pictures.
Yeah. Must be hard coming back to a hick town like Arcadia again.
Not after seeing you.
Please, girl. You came back for Blackwell Academy.
We're not gonna say only for Mark Jefferson.
Of course, it's one of the best photography programs in the country. And my favorite teacher, Mark Jefferson.
Until the game
So you
says
came
it
back
for
to
us
Arcadia
anyway.
for a
Illusion of
teacher,
choice.
not your best friend.
Don't you think I'm happy to see you?
No. You were happy to wait 5 years without a call or even a text.
Yeah, again, we see this more with Max's character. She really struggles with being genuine and connecting with people. And this is, you know, a chief example of this. She's had this, you know, childhood friend that once she moved away, she never really kept in contact with. So yeah, we're gonna say we're sorry here because we're trying to be more genuine. Like, even if she doesn't mean it now, we hope that she will mean it eventually.
I'm sorry. I know things were tough on you when I left.
How do you know? You weren't even here.
I didn't order my parents to move specifically to fuck you over, Chloe.
You've been at Blackwell for almost a month without letting me know.
And that's where it really comes in.
And not be such a shy, cliche geek. I totally would have contacted you.
I bet you don't use these sad excuses on Mr. Jefferson. Don't use them on me, Max.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be our
Man, are you serial?
Wow, haven't heard that one in a while.
Not everything changes. Except my camera has officially taken a shit.
My step douche has a boatload of tools. Maybe you can fix it at my place.
I need very specific, tiny tools.
Bird alert. My stepdad has a fully stocked garage, and he actually is a tiny tool. Welcome home, Max.
You're gonna see the writers of the dialogue in this love their puns. Like, it is a very punny game. But yeah. We'll keep on going for a little bit longer, and then we might call it there for today. Maybe we'll go through this little section.
Come on in, don't be shy.
The house still looks nice.
Home, shit, home. My room looks a bit different than the last time you saw it.
It's cool. At least we can chill out.
This isn't exactly my chill-out zone. My step-Fuhrer makes sure of that. Come in and close the door. Put on some music while I medicate.
Alright, let's see here. Chloe, don't you know we have, you know, some aversion to music here with the stream? Let's see here. Hopefully it won't be anything too copyrighted.
It won't play without any power.
Okay, why is it not plugged in? Okay, let's look about.
I'm not into them. Too pretentious.
Ouch.
Damn, Chloe does need a lot of money to get out of Arcadia.
Yeah, $3,000 in repairs for the truck. That's a lot of money. Oh boy, that's rough. Alright, let's see if we can find some music. That's what the game has dictated for us.
We had such a blast drawing these together.
I guess everybody has that drawer in their room of just like childhood stuff that you've never bothered to really move or get rid of. Alright.
She looks super happy. She looks super sad.
Great dialogue.
She looks super stoned.
Comedy comes in threes.
So it was Chloe who printed all those flyers.
Yeah, we see our first mystery of who's been spreading all of these flyers of Rachel Amber, and we figure out it's Chloe. So what is her relationship with Rachel Amber?
Who'd have thought Chloe wouldn't pay her parking tickets? She does love trouble.
Good way to get arrested, unfortunately. Alright. where is our music?
Look at that. Chloe and her dad were so close.
Alright, let's search the desk.
I think this junk swallowed her discs.
Alright, game, work with me. You give me a task and then no power in that. No discs anywhere. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can find
Chloe
it.
totally changed her style. I barely recognized her.
Alright.
Nothing but junk in this suitcase.
Yeah, a lot of alcohol.
Oh, this is a flashback to youth. Our super secret closet lair.
Alright. What am I missing here? Maybe this box. There we go. And we see the origin of the Rachel Amber missing poster.
Hey, give me that.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be nosy. Obviously, she was a good friend.
Putting it mildly.
So, who is she? Do you mind talking about her?
Rachel Amber. She was my angel. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Rachel saved my life.
Man, I had no idea.
Well, you never made much effort to find out. I was 14. We were best friends.
I never forgot. Even if I was an asshole and didn't keep in touch. But you had Rachel.
Rachel had my back. We were gonna kick the world's ass. You would laugh at how different we were. She wanted to be a star.
She looks like a model.
That was her plan. Our plan. Get the hell out of Bigfootville and into Los Angeles.
So what happened? Did your folks, your mom, try to stop you?
My mom was too busy hooked up with Sergeant Shithead.
I feel the love. Now, when did Rachel actually disappear?
6 months ago. She just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me.
So yeah, this is the big mystery of the game. Aside from, Max's powers and so forth. And, there are a couple of mysteries. But, this is the one in the forefront at the very beginning, is what happened to Rachel Amber.
What about her parents? Are they looking for her?
They're in denial. Max, I know she's missing.
I assume you know more than that.
Before Rachel left, she said she met somebody who changed her life. And poof.
And you haven't heard anything from her since?
Like everybody in my life. My dad, you, and Rachel. Gone. Can you put on some music now?
Yeah. With that moment, I think this would be a good time to go ahead and end stream today. It's a little bit early, but I think this will be the best stopping point that we're gonna get. So we can go ahead and end off stream there. Thank you all for coming by. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here with me. I really appreciate that. All right. Thank you all, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.